we must be reconciled. But if we go in with swollen egos, I'm this, I'm entitled, it's my turn. If you say that to yourself, the next man would also tell that to himself, or the next woman. So where do we get the unity? We must ask, how come a party with the philosophy and vision for humanity, that's our main strength, humanity, of our tradition, how come we have been reduced to the current situation, a situation we all regret or must regret? How come? This thing didn't happen just like that. If we take care to look at the electoral history from 2016, 2020, 2024, and if we are sincere with ourselves, we would know that the electorate of Ghana has matured. Nobody can deceive it. I assure you, I believe this electorate, the Ghanaian electorate, I'm not talking of party electorate, has not rejected the value systems of our tradition. 2016, the nation very liberally gave us power, huge majorities. But just 4 years later, let's be critical with ourselves. What was the outcome of the 2020 election? And then just another 4 years, what was the outcome of the 2024 election? I believe we must be stopped in our tracks to tell the truth to ourselves. I believe such self-critical analysis would be the first step to our regaining power. And it's possible for even 2028. Common humanity, from which commitment to democratic rule, recognizing the sovereignty of the human individual, came, and from which accountable governance, when the people give you their mandate by voting, they give the elected their power to go and govern. So if I give you my power to go and govern, then you must be accountable to me. That was what Dankwa and Buzia talked. And this was what pleased the then leadership of the North. Chief Dombo, Chief Yakubu Tali, Tolona, Jato Kaleo, Abai Fakabo. Fortunately, as I sit here, I worked with all these men. I was in my 20s when I joined them. The only one I didn't have the benefit, privilege to work with was J.B. Dankwa himself. Because I came back to Ghana as a young lawyer, 1965, January. The very next month, February 65, Dr. Dankwa died in prison, detention prison. I was 30 years old. These days, young people, I see so many of you here. You complain, oh, the youth, this party doesn't give youth. No, you must strike out, go in and contest. You don't expect anybody to give you anything on a silver platter. I was 30, I contested to come to Parliament. My constituency gave it to me. And when I came to Parliament, Professor Buzia, the teacher that he was, perhaps he saw something in this little boy. He said, you, be the Deputy Foreign Minister of Ghana at the age of 30. You see, a party must be united. We must be reconciled. But if we go in with swollen egos, I'm this, I'm entitled, it's my turn. If you say that to yourself, the next man would also tell that to himself, or the next woman. So where do we get the unity? And without the unity, How can you call yourselves a party? Democracy is one man, one vote. Most of you lawyers, doctors, engineers, professionals, these days we are all becoming Europeans. Monogamy. You and your wife, you live in a fine bungalow, perhaps with just a child or two. The laborer outside there at your gate may have 2, 3 wives, perhaps 10 children. When it's time to go and vote, and you haven't won the support, the trust of the... Who would win? It's common sense. Kukrudu! Please, it's a very sad situation we are in now. And this is why I've chosen... I was invited to come and launch. I'm launching. The physical launch perhaps will be performed by another. But I'm using this occasion to tell the truth as I see it to all of us. This disease of high individualism, me-tooism, was what led to our losing 79 election. The purpose of party is to win power. Well, where is the organization? See, to organize in current times, you must strategize. Your opponent, I remember they built a headquarters and said they were opening a school. They come from a tradition of organization. The first president of Ghana told his followers, organization decides all. Organization. Drilling people like into soldiers, military. So they take organization very seriously. They may not have a good message, but if they are united and they have got propaganda, they've got propaganda. They would make falsehood seem truth. You may have all the ideas, but you are not organized. Everybody is boss. All the good things we've done in the service of our country, we are not even able to tell people, advocate and propagate and espouse. We did this and this, and because, not to boast, but these days, because of the pressures of life, people don't have long attention span. So if you are not making your points, digital times, sharp for people to get their imagination, they take you don't have a message. One man, one vote. And if we want power, we want to present a person who would be convincing to the generality of the electorate. Can this man we are presenting help solve problems for the community at large, so the benefit spreads across the board for all? We look at that this way. If we tell the truth to ourselves, we may see that the way we've been brushed by our opponents from way back. Oh, you are a tribal party. Oh, these days we are including even religion. You do that, and it comes from our mouths, then I tell you, we are perpetuating